Shri Shivaya Namastubhyam friends. Hey, do you remember the days when the Nokia was the name you trusted with your mobile phone? They were everywhere, durable, reliable, and let's be real. Who didn't love the Nokia 3310? But how did the company that once dominated the mobile phone market fall from grace? Today we are going to dive into the fascinating story of Nokia, from its humble beginning to global tech dominance and the shocking reason behind its decline. Let's get into it. So let's start from the very beginning. Back in 1865, way before mobile phones were even a thing, a guy named Frederick Edistam founded a pulp mill in Finland. Yeah, you heard that right, a paper mill. This is how the Nokia began. But hold up, because this is where it gets interesting. Over the years, Nokia started diversifying, moving into rubber, cables, and electronics. By the 1970s, they started dabbling in telecoms, and that's when things really began to take off. They have no idea that in just a few decades, they would be shaping the future of mobile phones. Crazy, right? Fast forward to the 1990s, Nokia wasn't just a company anymore. It was the company to have in your pocket. By 1998, Nokia became the world's biggest mobile phone maker. It was everywhere. People loved them. Why? Well, it was simple. These phones were tough. Drop them and they wouldn't even scratch. And the battery life? We are talking days of use, not hours, days. Remember the 3210 or the 3310? Those were the legends. Nokia also led the way with things like color screens, downloadable ringtones, and even cameras. They were ahead of the game, making phones that weren't just a functional but fun. Everyone wanted one. But here's where the story takes a turn. 2007, Apple launches the iPhone and the world changes forever. I mean, this thing was a game changer. Full touch screen, no buttons, and don't even get me started on iOS. It was smooth, it was sleek, and it was revolutionary. Nokia, on the other hand, was still clinging to Symbian. Their operating system felt clunky compared to what Apple had rolled out. And here's the kicker, while everyone was jumping onto the iPhone train, Nokia didn't adapt fast enough. They kept trying to push their old school phones and couldn't compete with the smartphone revolutions. Then in 2011, Nokia made a last ditch move. They partnered up with the Microsoft and decided to roll with the Windows Phone. Big decision, right? Well, it was too little too late. While Android and iOS were already dominating, Nokia and Microsoft Windows Phone just couldn't catch on. The Lumia phone looked cool, but they didn't have the apps or the support to really make a dent. And without that, your kinda stuck. So Nokia's bet on Windows Phone ended up falling flat. So what went wrong? Well, the company leadership was a big part of the problem. When Jorma Olila, the visionary CEO who turned Nokia into a global powerhouse, left in 2006, the company started to lose its way. New leaderships didn't quite know how to adapt fast enough. And it wasn't just about a leadership. There was also a ton of internal resistance. Nokia was stuck in its old days, the focus on feature phones, and they just couldn't shift gear fast enough. And let's face it, when you are the biggest player in the game, sometimes it's hard to admit that the things are changing. By 2020, by 2014, by 2000 by 2014, the situation had gotten worse. Microsoft whooped in and bought Nokia mobile division for a massive $7.2 billion. But despite trying to revive the brand with the Lumia series, Microsoft couldn't turn things around. It was over. That was a nail in the coffin for Nokia's phone businesses. They simply couldn't compete with Apple and Android's dominance, and the brand that once ruled the mobile phone world was now a footnote in a tech history. But the story doesn't end here. After selling off its phone businesses, Nokia did something totally unexpected. They shifted to telecom infrastructures. Today, they are still a huge player in developing 5G tech and providing network solutions to telecom companies around the world. While they may not be making phones anymore, Nokia is still changing the game when it comes building and the networks that keeps the world connected. And in a way, it like a second life for a company. Even tough Nokia isn't a powerhouse it once was. It's a legacy lives on. The Nokia 3310 is still iconic. And let's be honest, who hasn't heard the joke about it being indestructible? Nokia rises and fall is a reminder that no company, no matter how big, is immune to the winds of change. And while they may have missed the smartphone revolution, they have managed to reinvent themselves in the world of telecom infrastructure. Maybe, just maybe, we will see Nokia make a comeback in some new way in the future. So there you have it. The rise, fall, and reinvention of Nokia is a story of innovation, missed opportunities, and adopting or not adopting to the times. If you enjoyed this walk down memory lane, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more stories from the tech world. Until the next time, it's Rives. Thank you so much.